2 weeks ago, we had the final meeting of the Hyperion project, a EU-funded project on the assessment of the vulnerability of the cultural heritage, actually more specifically, or cities which have also important cultural heritage. Well, it was quite a great success, and we achieved all the goals that were planned since the beginning. The global idea of the project was to build up a platform which could help stakeholders to evaluate the vulnerability of the entire town, and not only of specific cultural heritage buildings. Downscaling the climate conditions and obtaining a multi-risk assessment specifically for the different towns, which could be flood risk, seismic risk, and high tide risk, and connected also to climate change. The work focused on the 4 different case studies, which are the town of Venice, Rhodes, Granada, and Tønsberg, south of Oslo in Norway, because they represented different situations in different climate situations and with different threats. The platform that we developed is really friendly and provides a real-time evaluation of environmental conditions, and allows to evaluate the damage that can be caused by specific extreme events. In addition to this, the project produced maps of the deterioration form in a series of Tier 1 buildings that have been selected since the beginning of the project, and were used also to evaluate the vulnerability of the buildings under microclimate conditions. Apart from the network of sensors that have been installed in different buildings and climate stations for obtaining the climate data in the different sites, the platform acquires data from the standard network of climate parameters from the municipalities, and can be fed by different other parameters concerning the stability, for example, of the buildings. So all the mechanical aspects and the microclimate aspect, indoor and outdoor, in the different buildings, all relevant for the evaluation of the vulnerability of the buildings. A part of the study also referred to the evaluation of the deterioration rate of stone materials used in the different sites. In doing this, we set up some experimental stands, and we exposed the material of these stands in 3 different locations. On top of the clock tower in Venice, at Padua, here on top of our department, and the other one in Tønsberg. So we have the same rocks exposed to different microclimate conditions in 3 different climate zones. In this way, we were able to evaluate the effect of the microclimate conditions depending on the different exposition of the different materials and of the petrographic features of the specific rock type considered. Participating to Hyperion was really a challenging but very fruitful experience, and we started new collaboration with partners, really valid partners, with some of which now we proposed a new European project which has been financed and actually starting from now, TETIDA, which is dealing with underwater cultural heritage and the endangered, which is also endangered by climate change.